Hello everyone and welcome back to the New York Empoleon's Week 7 battle of the BBR. We're here this week taking on CB Marcus, coach of the Roselias. If you haven't seen them before, go check them out, links in the description below. We did it last week with some positive hacks in our favor for sure, but we managed to clinch a playoff berth and maybe even a top half, although I'm not sure if I've clinched that or not. That said, we've got 2 weeks of the regular season left and I just want to feed kills to Indeedee. So we're running some unconventional stuff this week. I prepped this live on a Twitch stream. Like I'm just like having fun this week. So hopefully my opponent is ready for some chaos because my team includes things like sub focus punch muck, agility hyper beam, Vikavolt, but I actually don't think this team is particularly unviable. Agility hypervolt, that'd be a cool move. Hyper beam Vikavolt outspeeds and Oko's Kilowattrel, which is sort of what it's designed to do because Kilowattrel seems like a really safe switch into it. Obviously, they're not going to tear water in front of me because then they're weak to Energy Ball. And then it feeds into a late game Indeedee strategy, which is really, really working for my team. Sub Focus Punch also has the added benefit. Like, I didn't think this was a bad set. On the Muck, it Oko's Roaring Moon. So if Roaring Moon thinks that it's going to get off a Dragon Dance against my Muck, I can just Focus Punch it and it will die. It also just generally hits things like Garchomp incredibly hard. And I thought about running a Protective Pads, but the funny thing about Protective Pads is that it actually makes it so that I can't get Poison Touch to activate. So I decided not to run that and instead to just run Muscle Band. Anyway, we're going to jump into this because my opponent is waiting for me. But I think this team has a lot of potential to like actually succeed in this battle. So even though it seems almost memey, I think that we are actually going to be in great shape. And if we lose, we have already clinched a playoff spot. I haven't done my normal preparations for this league. I haven't like sat down and done mocks and like played hard to really push myself to win. We're riding a winning streak. It's super nice, but since we lost the first battle officially of the season, I can't even go undefeated on the season. So it doesn't stress me out. We're just going to have a good time. So, we are going to see the Roaring Moon, the Slowbro, the Garchomp, the Mew, the Serperior, and the Slitherwing. You want to talk about a roster. That right there, my friends, is terrifying. No Azu is nice, though. Just not having to deal with that. They brought the Slowbro instead. But they don't have their Terra Captain, which is the Kilowattrel. And I do have mine. And they don't have a Fairy Resist. So Terra Fairy, Choice Scarf, Indeedee can do the same thing it's been doing for a long time. We do want things weakened. Choice Banded Rillaboom looks like a decent enough lead to just kind of like slam into something, although that does open up the possibility of something like Slitherwing. I could even lead with the Indeedee, which is funny because it's a win con, but it's also potentially a lead. I could also lead with the Muck. That just shuts down the Slitherwing from just getting a first impression. I mean, it doesn't shut it down, but it's not like as free. I can also lead with the Ursaluna and just put pressure on them. Mew feels like it's going to be a potential lead, so I kind of want to lead with the Muck here. Just as something that's going to pressure the Mew, not to set up hazards, get a big knockoff off, or a sub even, on something like the Mew. And we're going to be able to just see kind of maybe what that set is. Knockoff has a chance to kill if it's offensive Mew, and they probably aren't killing me with any one hit. And it is Serperior. That's Mew. Oh dear, it's going to be a fun match. So we do see the Mew lead, and that is actually fine by me. If they're going to try to set hazards, they're going to try to set hazards. I'm just going to fire off a knockoff. I'm not going to click sub here. No real reason. They're going to agility, and they're going to do weakness policy probably. And they're just going to try to set up on turn 1 against me. I'm going to, blade right into that. They're going to live it on like a couple percent. But we get the Poison Touch poison! This game is so easy. Pokemon is the easiest game in the world. We see the weakness policy. Oh my gosh. I mean, they were risking a Shadow Sneak here anyway with the amount of damage that I was doing. But with the poison, I think it just kills them, right? Yeah. They were risking a Shadow Sneak, which is a bold choice. Which I didn't have, so. But Muck A kills Mew with Poison Touch. Alright, so now Garchomp comes in, and that's obviously a problem. So, Earthquake just OHKOs. Ice Punch can also OHKO, but I don't want to take an Earthquake here. I could go into Vikavolt, but Scale Shot's a problem too, right? So that's obviously scary. I didn't Terra Fairy yet. I could go Ursaluna. I don't want to go hard Ursaluna, though, because I'm taking a big hit. Although I can live any one hit from this, basically. Like, Earthquake... 2 Earthquakes shouldn't kill unless they're banded. And if they're banded, I can just go into Vikavolt. So, yeah, we're gonna go into Ursaluna here. Which does require me to take a decent-sized, like, chunk of damage, which is obviously not ideal on something that's gonna have to take additional hits to get damage off, but Facade just looks so good. And I'm... Oh, it sets up spikes. Even better. People keep trying to set hazards against me, and I swear my team is just... is too offensive for that. Like, I just feel like there's not time. You don't have a normal resist. So, Facade. There's a layer of spikes out. I don't know what you do. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what you do here. Sets up more spikes, is what you do. That's your plan. Okay. I see you. I see you setting up spikes. Oh, it's very bulky. Rough skin. And Rocky Helmet. So you get up all 3 layers of spikes if you want them. I'm gonna live any hit. And all my moves make contact anyway, so we might as well just Facade again. Goes for the rest. Wow. Okay. That's fine. Again, I would... Like, Ursaluna's fine here, but it's, like, kind of superior setup fodder. So I don't really mind it just being weakened here. I honestly just don't want to let the Superior in for free. And with this asleep, do I go into Vikavolt and Agility? That's intriguing. Because if they're Rest Talk Spikes, they can probably just be... I mean, they know I don't have a Fairy type, so maybe they're just like Dragon Claw or Outrage. So I actually don't know if I want to kill the Garchomp here, because then it just lets the Superior get +2, and I don't want to do that, so we're actually going to switch out. Even though it's a potentially free kill, we're going to go out into the Vikavolt, and we're going to get an Agility off. Fast Asleep. Probably see a Sleep Talk. Sleep Talk. What's your last move? Or is it just like Spike Skin? Alright, 3 spikes. We're going to Agility here. Are they Dragon Tail as their last move? Are they a Sleep Talk Dragon Tail set? Well, we'll Agility. They have a 33% chance of rolling into it if they do happen to do that. That's phenomenal for them. And I don't really reveal anything about my set. So that's fine. And if they don't roll into it, then I just get off an Agility. Okay, spikes again, that's fine. So we'll get the Agility speed, and then we're going to Bug Buzz. We're going to outspeed this. We're going to take out the Garchomp. Vikavolt kills Garchomp with Bug Buzz. And Slitherwing. Slitherwing probably lives hits and can fire off fire attacks at me, like Flare Blitz or whatever, but I don't think I'm switching out. I could Hyper Beam it, which would be funny. But I don't think I need to do that because they're probably first impressions first, and so I can just Thunderbolt. Slowbro, Superior, and Roaring Moon don't make sense, so it has to be Slitherwing. And I could be running Air Slash. I'm not, because I didn't prep hard enough, and if I did, I probably would have been running Air Slash over Hyper Beam, realistically, for this particular moment. But they do go Slowbro. Nope, they go... They got me again. Oh, they got me twice. Ow, you can't do that. You can't get me twice. I'm just going to go for a Bug Buzz here. I mean, it's going to do huge damage to a Roaring Moon. Which is very important. So Bug Buzz doesn't kill, but it does huge damage. There's a Dragon Dance. They didn't get a Booster Energy, but they do get a Dragon Dance. So now Knockoff without Booster Energy might kill? I think they outspeed me now by a lot. I could have Agility there, that would have been interesting. I don't know if they're in range of Grassy Glide. They seem kind of bulky. I'm Choice Banded. They didn't kill me with whatever that attack was. Neither Pokemon can run away? What attack was that? I don't even know what attack that was. Here we are. The Roaring Moon had Dragon Dance. And some move? I don't know what it was. Vikavolt kills Roaring Moon with Bug Buzz. And here's where I have to reveal that I don't have Air Slash, which is tragic. Although they could just go for a... This actually is Slitherwing, right? Yeah, okay. Why is Slitherwing actually named Slitherwing? After all that. So Hyper Beam does more than Thunderbolt. And they could just First Impression and probably kill me. But I think I Thunderbolt anyway. It doesn't miss. Yeah, so there's First Impression. Okay. So Slitherwing kills Vikavolt with First Impression. Now I have Indeedee. They lost the Roaring Moon. They have Slowbro. Which can take an Expanding Force, okay. But I think I do go Indeedee. Take some Spikes damage. Psychic Surge. So I do have... Like, Expanding Force does more to slow me, right? No, Dazzling Gleam actually does more slow. Once I Terra Fairy. Shadow Ball does the most. But I can't realistically Shadow Ball right now. And does Dazzling Gleam kill Slither? No, Dazzling Gleam doesn't, from Terra Fairy, doesn't kill a Slither. So I have to Expand it first, which does about 3% less, so it's not a huge change. I could also not Terra to bluff Terra. I don't think not Terra matters that much. We're just gonna Terra. Looks like they stayed in. Looks like they stayed in. Are they Payapa Berry? Because that'd be pretty crazy. But I still Terra Fairy, because I resist all your hits now. They are banded First Impression. That's fun. Well, Expanding Force should kill. So, Indeedee kills Slitherwing with Expanding Force. And now it's the Slowbro. We knew that was going to come in here. I sort of expect it's going to be like a Thunder Wave. I could go Muck. I could also just go into Ursaluna. But I don't think I want to do that. I think I'd rather just go Muck. Because then Muck gets off a knockoff. I think they might teleport. But then I'm not letting the Superior do anything. Yeah, Muck is much safer. Muck is much safer. And if I get Thunder Waved on a Muck, it's not a big deal. Obviously, Scald burning me would be annoying, but ultimately it's manageable as well. We're gonna take the Spikes Chip. Psychic's not gonna do anything. And now we outspeed. We have Knockoff. We also have a Sub here if we want to. But I think Knockoff's just better. We're gonna knock off. Do huge damage to that Slowbro. It was Choice Specs, but he knocked it off, so it's gonna have to click Psychic again here. And from this range, we can just knock off again. So, Muck. Okay, Slowbro. Knock off. And now it's Superior versus the world. There are definitely ways to make that a problem. But I think I'm just going to click knock off. I could click Ice Punch, but I'm just going to click knock off here. Glare comes out. Yeah, that's... You know, if you're going to get me, that's how you're going to do it. We're going to knock off. Miracle Seed. Okay. And now I'm going to Ice Punch. They have Grassy Glide. This is a funny... Okay, so he... Okay, I'm paralyzed, that's fine. He was memeing this battle. I was also, like, not taking it seriously, but I didn't meme that hard. There's the Ice Punch. So, Muck A kills Superior with Ice Punch. I wish on the Glare that I had clicked Focus Punch, but I couldn't. There was no way I could predict a Glare there. So this was obviously a meme battle for my opponent. Like, that is what it is. Sometimes you just happen to face your opponent when they're like, and my season's kind of over. And it's the end of the season. I don't know where he is in the standings. But yeah, I know I like didn't need to push hard for this battle at all. But it worked out. We ended up getting a 5-0 win, which could help propel us towards the top of the standings. I will say, going into this week, in week 7, I am 8 differential points behind second place and currently in third place, and first place is undefeated. So even with a 5-0, I'm actually like still not really all that close to taking second, but hopefully it locks up third. Pretty close to locks up third, and then we can maybe have a better matchup going into the next battle, although fourth place is 1 differential point behind me going to this week, so who knows how they're going to do. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. That's going to do it for me this week. Certainly not the battle that I was necessarily expecting, but it's the battle that we got, and I will see you all back here next week for the final week of the regular season in the BBR. We are 6-0 since we took over this team, and with an absurd differential of like, I don't know, plus 20? Like 6-0 plus 20, I think, since we took over. Because we started -4, and we're now 6-1 plus 16. So yeah, I think we're 6-0 plus 20 after taking over this team. So that's pretty interesting. We have gotten very positive hacks to go our way in many cases, but thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all next week as we continue on in whatever happens in the BBR. Take care, everybody.